We're gathering a whole bunch of data through synthetics, and we are presenting monitored data to an enterprise. So the problem I get is sometimes those enterprises don't understand how to consume and make that data tangible. Now, you and I had a conversation earlier on about how you're able to utilize the graphs that ThousandEyes produces and feed that into AI to actually make consumable and tangible documentation for the enterprises to look at. Can you go into a little bit more detail on that?
So what I'm going to do now quickly is basically just share my screen, which will be able to essentially show you exactly how I'm doing that. Okay. So what you'll notice here is I'm using a what we call Vertex AI. Vertex AI is essentially allowing us to basically it's a part of Google Cloud, and what it allows us to do is basically run AI visibility and then give us kind of feedback based on a diagram. Okay, so and that's what's called a multimodal AI prompt. So essentially what I've done is I've taken some graphs or reports that have been taken directly out of the ThousandEyes platform. Nothing special here. Literally, these are talking about a contact center in this example. And then they look at kind of jitter, loss, latency, etc. from different vantage points throughout the network for a Cisco contact center. Now again, the contact center doesn't have to be a Cisco contact center. It's just an example of one that I've created. And in here, I've basically asked it to give me some, reports around, what does the network look like? How long would it take to fix the problems? If we're going to charge $100 an hour for a network engineer, what would that look like? And we're saying, use the data in the solutions reference network design from Cisco as my kind of retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, to help me give context to my AI so it can actually gather some data. Then what I'm able to do is literally click submit. And then in here, it's going to take that data, make sense of exactly where we find issues in the network. And it will essentially, give me some kind of scope and background. But where it gets really interesting is we get into the findings here. You'll notice that it's actually gone and read those graphs, taken the information, and then given us context back on to exactly where the latency, where the packet loss sits, how this relates back to the solutions reference network design from a context perspective, to be able to ground our answer in a source of truth. Okay, so really powerful for me to be able to make quick sense of a document and then realistically take ThousandEyes information in and then apply that to our grounded knowledge base.
So we have consumed data with a tangible outcome, and I think that is just amazing stuff.